AI is coming to the classroom, and some educators are sounding the alarm. San Francisco research lab OpenAI debuted ChatGPT in November. This is an advanced chatbot that can create human-like responses, written human-like responses, and now students are using it to create schoolwork and essays that they didn't write. Alana Fish is with the Alberta Machine Intelligence Institute, and she's joining us from Edmonton this morning. Welcome to Your Morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Some people call this bot a tool. Others call it a cheat bot. What is ChatGPT for those who don't know?
Yeah, ChatGPT is a deep learning-based model that is really one of the most successful chatbots we've seen released to the public. It's really remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, it's already being used in some businesses to write, short introductions for board meetings, things like that. They take what's written, they tweak it, and then it's done. And it happens in seconds. So we at Your Morning wanted to test out how the chatbot works. We inputted the words, create an argumentative essay on dog breeds, and here are a few of the sentences that the bot created. One of the most popular dog breeds is the Labrador Retriever. Labs are known for their intelligence, loyalty, and friendly temperament, which makes them excellent family pets. They're also highly trainable and are often used as service dogs or in search and rescue operations. To most people, this would sound like something a human had written down. But if this is the future, shouldn't we be teaching kids how to use this tool as opposed to fighting it?
That's exactly my argument, that we need to rethink how we do assessment of writing. I gave my 400-level machine learning exam to ChatGPT, and it definitely would have passed. It's really remarkable. I think we need to change the way that we think about writing assessment, just the way that we thought about changing the way we taught math when calculators and computers became just so ingrained in our everyday lives. I also think it opens up possibilities for us to think differently about how we do writing, not just in school, but in general. Can we collaborate with AI to produce better writing? I think the world is our oyster. Collaboration
is the goal, but the concern right now at the university level is that it is cheating, that students are not doing the work that is required of the course.
That's absolutely a problem. And so in-person assessment will be even more important than it was previously. And I'm so glad we're not in the middle of a pandemic and lockdown during this time. But, we need to adapt. We need to find ways to catch these people using ChatGPT when we need to do at-home assessments, and then we need to do in-person assessments when what we actually want to test is the thing that GPT does. GPT is not great at creating high-level arguments and structuring documents at a high level. So those are the sorts of things I think we could think differently about testing. I think it's actually an interesting time, and it could be, it could be really exciting if we think differently about what we're trying to do.
We know that universities have really struggled with plagiarism in the past, for example, and there have been tools created to catch plagiarism, but you can't catch that with this because it is new content. It's not copied content. There is a Princeton University student who created a website that can detect something that was written using AI. The teachers love it. His fellow students do not. How effective would a detection tool work against something like chatbot, or is it better to do, as you say, an in-class assessment? Test what somebody actually knows.
It will always be easier to do in-class assessments, but we can't always do in-class assessments. So I think it's going to be an arms race. It's going to be people developing tools that can catch ChatGPT generated text, and then, people changing the way they use ChatGPT to create text that can't be caught. And it's going to be back and forth, and it requires us to think differently about what we're doing and, allow the use of tools when it makes sense.
Public schools in New York City say they're going to ban students and teachers from using ChatGPT on school networks and on devices. This happens until they can sort of catch up and figure out how they're going to deal with this. Could we expect to see similar action here in Canada? And how do you monitor that?
Yeah, we've already said in my classes you can't use ChatGPT to write responses.
How do you prove that they've used it, though?
The ability for students to go out and have other things write their essays has always been a thing, right? People have hired other people to write their assignments. We can't catch that, but we need to make sure that some of the assessments we do are in person, so that if somebody is relying exclusively on that sort of assistance, they can't do the bulk of the work in the class.
Alana, I want to thank you for your time this morning. This is a conversation I think we're probably going to end up having again. You'll be interested to know this as well as our viewers. We had our ChatGPT essay graded by an English professor. Her name's Marlene Goldman. She's at the University of Toronto. She said the basic elements of an analytical essay were definitely missing. You're nodding your head. An argument wasn't there, sense of individual take on the issue of owning a dog. And in case you're curious, we received a C-.
Oh, well, better luck next time.
Better do the work myself next time. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.